And we're live. What's up, guys? We're here starting our first podcast out, trying out some new things, man. Me and Coop been talking about it for a while, something everybody's been wanting to do. So we're finally here doing it, man. Giving it a shot.
We're excited.
We're excited.
Mm-hmm. We brought on our first guest. His name's Aidan Hefley.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. I do. I'm excited about it.
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely. So, this is kind of an uncut video. We're giving you guys real stuff here, man. Mm-hmm. There's not, we haven't planned this. This is a genuine conversation, like how we would talk if we were sitting in the room together, just having a good time, man.
In a basement.
Yep. Sitting in the base,
a random basement.
Sitting in, the base, random basement. Let's see, you got any questions for Hef, start off?
Hef, you play at a NAIA football school.
Yep.
Or I guess just regular school.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like compared to like high school? Is it different?
So the major things that are different about it is that, number one, like when I first moved down there, you really off the rip pretty much. It's like, bam, you're on your own. Like there's not anybody that you can talk to anymore about help for things. It's kind of like moving out, I would say. I mean, I would call it moving out of my house. I would. But for like the athletics wise is that it's a lot more serious. It's more like a job. It really is. Like when we went through fall camp, we were having like 2 meetings every day, 2 practices every day. And then guys that are beat up, like you make sure that you're in the training room every day. And that's another thing is that for whatever reason it is, I feel like I was never like beat up during high school football, and now it feels like your body's just worn down a lot. And so we have a training room, we can go in there and there's like multiple trainers and you just kind of wait in line and they have all sorts of treatment and stuff. So that's like another plus side about it being more big time. But then there's a lot of things like, for example, our weight room is not even close to as nice as our high school weight room, but it gets the job done. So there's a balance between the good and the bad about things, It's pretty interesting. It's a big jump, big jump, I'd say, even for an NAIA level. And I'm sure the D1 level is an even further jump.
Yeah. So let's see. How would you compare the NAIA level to, let's say, D3, D2, and JUCO? How would you compare that football, the competition you're seeing? Kind of how are we looking with that?
So from what I've heard from guys and even guys that play on my team right now, like we have guys that play on our team that were D1. We have guys on the team that have played at Southwestern and then go on to like a different level like D2. But from what I've heard and kind of what I've seen is that so from my chain, this is just from what I've heard, is that it goes like D1. Now, in my opinion, I think a lot of JUCO schools would probably beat most D2 schools, but then there's also D2 schools out there that are really good. Mm-hmm. So D1, JUCO, D2, whatever. And then from what I've heard is that NAIA is better than D3. That's just kind of what I've heard. I don't really know for a fact. But the D1 guys that we have that played D1 and that are on our team now, they're definitely like outstanding guys, like really good guys, And it's pretty interesting because I go to a school with a lot of guys from Oklahoma, and they say that we would beat most of the D2s that are in Oklahoma. There's only a couple of them that would give us a run for our money. And there's a lot of schools. So it's interesting that we're an NAIA level, but we still would compete with D2 schools. That's just what I've heard from guys that are from Oklahoma. It'd be interesting to see how we'd compare to the D2 schools that we know, like Fort Hays and like Washburn. I'm not really sure. I'd have to go watch some of their games, but I think it would be closer than probably the normal average football person would think.
Yeah. Mm. I mean, that's kind of comparable to high school.
Yeah.
We were 4A, but we arguably beat most of those 5A teams.
Yeah.
Some of the 6A.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we did. Shawnee Heights, the Kansas City schools we played. Yeah.
Them.
Yeah. Those are good games.
Those Metro boys don't know how to play football. Like they're small town guys, man.
Yeah.
Small town ball.
Well, I guess that's kind of. Well, Amiga's always been like an NAIA school, but we're at high school.
Yeah.
I mean, our weight room's pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
We're 4A high school, and our weight room is how many racks we got? Like
We probably
It's
got 12
probably
racks.
dozen on each side.
12 on each side, probably.
Yeah.
Or
'cause
more.
That's what I was talking about, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then our whole wrestling room is just the
Yeah.
whole other half. I mean, that's pretty good for a 4A high school.
Right.
It's
We got
kinda-
that nice turf strip down the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of ghetto now. Want me to go?
Yeah.
Is it?
It used to be like the rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like Rock Creek used to be the ghetto.
Mhm.
Like ghetto. I've heard from like adults that have gone there.
Yeah.
It used to be like the ghetto. Now like Rock Creek's like
Yeah, Rock Creek.
richer than us.
Right.
It's kind of
That's what I've heard now too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's talk about, let's compare. So I'm going to at K-State. I met a lot of guys from, I go to talk to a bunch of Mill Valley guys that played football at Mill Valley. Like,
Mhm.
like a lot of them, like four different guys I'm like kind of close with.
yeah.
And I get in talking to them with it. Like I'm not gonna just talk shit. And say like we would probably wouldn't beat Mill Valley. Like those big
those-
schools,
yeah.
They were good.
Like we'll have some genuine conversations, like comparable ball.
Mhm.
And I think one of the main differences of those big schools, like a lot, most of those big 6As, they probably would beat us, but they got a lot more people to pick from. I think that's the absolute main difference. We're definitely coached harder. Those smaller schools we work out harder. We're more of a family,
Mm-hmm.
But those
we had
made
107 in our graduating class.
Yep,
It's
107.
pretty small for a 4A school.
Oh yeah.
Pretty damn small.
And if you look at like a lot of 4A towns, like McPherson, for example, you go through McPherson, they got like fast food restaurants everywhere, and like Walmart and all this stuff.
yeah,
We've got
We've got a McDonald's and a Subway.
Yeah, that's it. Sonic. That's
Yep,
3.
that's Sonic. Yeah.
I mean, Marysville has a Walmart, and they're a 3A.
Mhm.
They're borderline 3A. They're almost 2A.
Right.
So I think we were definitely pretty privileged.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I mean, our class was small though.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had a quarter of ours were girls. All the rest were guys.
yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
I mean, like the class now, they're way bigger than us. I think they're like
Mhm.
130 graduating or something like that.
I think the one under that might even be more than 130.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say so. Cam rolling here. Coop's did a great job on this setup, man. This is actually really sweet.
Yeah.
Me and Aidan came in here not expecting a whole lot. Expecting, we don't got too high expectations, but
Pretty high tech.
Let's scoop it out right here. It's high tech.
Dude, I'm a tech guy.
Yeah.
People don't think it. I'm a tech guy.
Coop knows his stuff, man.
Runs in the family. My dad's a big tech guy.
Mm-hmm.
They know their stuff.
I mean, my dad played video games with his dad. My grandpa just died like 3 years ago or so. They used to play video games.
Really?
That's kind of weird.
So those probably those early ones, like those the Mario games. And
No, they're
console
talking
games.
Battlefield Bad Company 2
Ooh.
all the time, every day.
Ooh, wow, really?
I mean, my dad
That's
just
interesting.
my dad just bought a PC. He plays Black Ops 6 all the time with his boys that he still played with. He went to the military with
Jeez.
30 something years ago, 40 years ago. I don't
Very
know.
interesting.
I play with them too. They're all pretty ass.
Let's talk about the misconception of like old. Like, there's definitely not all misconception, but how older people are coming out here saying that video games are all bad and like. I'm not on the top. It's kind of like it's kind of a controversial topic. Like, obviously, a kid that sits inside plays video games all day, total dweeb.
It really depends.
Dweeb, but like, video games are still fun. Like,
Dude,
I still get.
I
I
have a goddamn blast playing with like you guys
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
Phasmophobia or something like that. It's a
Yeah.
Great
blast.
time.
My dad loves it. He's 50 something. He loves playing games all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of important to have a good balance, good game
balance,
life.
yeah.
I think that's the most important
Yeah,
thing.
if you're sitting in your house playing video games for 8 hours and then you get up to go eat, then you play for another 4 hours, like come on.
Mm-hmm.
You
Like
got
that's
it. Yeah,
that's kind of insane. That's different. But if you're going in playing after you're done with done with like college classes, you just got off your shift. It's like 8 o'clock and you play from 8 to like 11.
Mm-hmm.
That's like what we do.
Yeah.
Probably less. We do it for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's like reasonable time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're fine. Definitely to a point though.
Yeah. I mean, we don't like let it get away. Like we don't let it get in the way of our schoolwork, our social lives, stuff like that. Like if you're constantly playing video games, you have no friends outside of it. Like you don't even talk to your parents or your siblings or anything like that. get a life.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I would say that like our generation and what the couple years underneath us in our generation. What generation are we?
Gen Z,
Are we Gen Z?
right?
I don't know. I think so.
I don't know.
Is that Jamie?
Yeah, we're Gen Z because my sister's a
We are.
millennial.
So I think Gen Z is definitely the last generation that probably didn't get cooked by technology. Probably.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's definitely like we're on the. I don't know when the ages like differ on
Mhm.
millennials. My sisters, they could have been freak athletes. They were 6 foot, 6'1". Are you
Mhm.
serious? You're a girl and you're that tall. They didn't
Mhm.
play a single sport because they were just
Mm.
like. That's when phones came out. Is when they were growing up.
Yeah.
So it was just phone
Mhm.
the whole time. But I mean, they're millennials, so I think they're obviously younger millennials, like they're mid 20s or whatever.
Mhm.
But like you look at some of the Gen Z, I don't know what we are. Are we middle of the pack for Gen Z? Are we early?
I think we're.
Are we late? I don't know.
I think
Fact
we're.
check all this.
We're. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're more on the early side, like early middle. I think.
I'm not
Could
too
be
sure.
wrong though. Yeah.
I mean, you look at, I don't know any like degenerates at that, but I don't know anybody that's like hardcore just games all the time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That our generation might have been the last one that.
Yeah.
Like. Just.
I think it's very typical nowadays to see younger kids just like young. I'm talking like from 4 to young teenager just
Mhm.
constantly on their
Right.
phones or iPads, and these kids should not have phones or iPads.
No.
If they do, they should only be allowed like certain apps or something. But
Right,
you see some of
mhm.
these 8-year-olds with like TikTok or Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much like effed up shit I've seen on
Yeah.
Instagram Reels? Like that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I did some fact checking here. So the millennial generation is from 1981 to 1996. Gen Z starts from 1997 to 2010, and then 2010 to 24 is Generation Alpha, and then just this year the new Generation Beta, is from. So it goes every every 14 years.
Wow.
Every 14 years there's a new,
Mm.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
a new
mean,
generation.
you 2005 is when you were born. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we
So
kind of
we're-
are. I would say more middle of
Yeah.
Yeah,
of the line.
middle end. is where
Yeah.
we're
End,
at.
yeah.
I mean,
I was
I'm
thinking early
2006, so
Yeah,
I'm 4 years away,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Let's talk about the damage of social media, man.
dude.
Of how
It's
it actually
bad.
manipulates.
It is
people.
bad.
I think it's horrible. I think.
I can start off with this one. I know, like when I had TikTok, I felt like I was always on TikTok. Okay, and I know, like my phone will send me like the screen time updates every week,
Yeah.
and I've always felt like mine was pretty high, and now that I deleted it, it's down to like 3 hours a day, and I know my buddies that they have TikTok, and they're always talking about like brain rot. I was talking about brain rot. Theirs is like 6+.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can we get a definition for brain rot? Jamie, you get that one? If you guys don't know, Jamie's Joe Rogan's.
Fact checker. Fact checker.
He's a fact checker, so whenever he needs something.
Yeah.
But what is that? For I don't know.
Brain rot. You definitely don't know what that means. You're an old man.
I just kind of recently learned what it is in the past.
For
like,
you guys that
month,
don't know, Logan spends 2 hours a day on his phone at most. At most, and that's
I'm not,
for calling, texting. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm
it.
not huge on the phones.
He's
man.
an old man. We
Yeah.
call him an old man.
Yeah, I do dabble with YouTube. You know, I watch my TV.
Mm.
I'm a big outdoors enthusiast. You know, so I'm sitting there. I can
Yeah.
get on YouTube and I can watch fishing videos.
Learned a lot on YouTube.
And
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah. Oh,
I mean, I spend quite a bit of time on my phone. I mean, it depends. Like if it's a lazy Saturday or something like that, which nowadays my Saturdays are fully packed.
Mm-hmm.
But like before I did this job, it was like if I wasn't doing anything, I could just literally sit on the couch, watch TikTok, and I didn't
It's
feel
easy
bad.
to,
It's
yeah.
so easy.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But also like I feel like I got lucky with the mentality like I could feel lazy, so like
Mm-hmm.
or like I could feel when I'm getting lazy, so then I could just do something.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people don't feel like that. A lot of them are just like scrolling, they don't care if they're lazy or not.
Call it doom scrolling, I think.
Yeah. Okay, brain rot. It's like dumbass shit little kids say. Or like it's some stupid meme.
Like cringe? Or like
It
like
depends.
cringy?
Like aura? You know Aura is?
Aura?
Yeah, like if somebody's really like they have aura,
They're
feel like cool, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't aura brain rot, kind of?
Yeah, I mean all that stuff's brain rot. Like skibbity
Yeah.
toilet. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
On like before we played Fortnite, like that one time, and on the game mode.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
how
know
you
that-
know it.
Yeah, that's how I know.
That's how you know it. I mean,
I don't know what that means.
It's just like
it's a
brain
dumb
rot.
show that it's like 200 episodes. They're like 30 seconds each. It plays this dumbass song. It's his head in a toilet. It's literally just like
I didn't
I
even
don't-
know that. I just thought it was a saying.
no. If I could look it at my phone, it's so dumb. Like look it up on
Pull it
YouTube.
up.
Yeah,
Skibbity
it's so
toilet, that's
dumb.
what it's called.
We'll do a live reaction of
Live
Skibbity
reaction to
Toilet.
Skibbity toilet.
And I don't know why these kids enjoy it so much. They're just like
People like this.
they love it.
Skibbity
They don't just like it. They love it.
I think isn't it kind of like the newer meme? Is it like memes?
Is this it?
Or,
Full
Yep.
song music video, man? This
Oh
is-
no. You have to get the episodes. There's like 200 episodes. And they're like maybe a
Find me
minute.
what you're looking for. I
Dude.
really don't know what I'm looking for.
Tech guy, watch this. I'll find it in. Oop, found it.
I think you do you get more brain rot on Instagram Reels?
TikTok, 100%.
Really?
Your girlfriend's texting you. You should probably text back. She probably thinks you're dead. I don't know what it like is. I haven't really seen it.
Is it animated?
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 It's animated. Yes, it is. What is it? What the hell? I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's going on.
Where's the toilet guy?
I think the toilets are the bad guys. The security head right there, those are the good guys. Yeah, and they try to kill the toilets.
Man, I don't have no interest watching that.
Yeah, as you can see,
That's
not very
some
fun.
That's some silly shit. Man.
yeah, I don't understand. I mean, there's way too much of bad stuff on TikTok for young kids to have it. I mean, I think you're supposed to be like 18 or 16 to have it.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but obviously I had it when I was like 14. Who like? There's no way to like fact check it.
Right. Yeah.
Jay.
So I don't know if you guys have read about it or not or seen, but Trump released the JFK files. What was it, last night?
Dude, I have no idea.
You haven't
No
seen
idea.
anything about it?
I've seen it. I've seen it on Twitter. You know,
Mhm.
I've seen that there was multiple people involved.
Yeah.
And
I
don't
have
know.
zero
That's all I've seen.
idea.
I haven't looked into it, but I plan. I mean, I plan. Once I get the time, sit down. I definitely plan to look into that.
I think what I've heard so far, I didn't read much into it, but I think all I've been told is that there was multiple shooters involved or something.
No.
I don't know.
And then my girlfriend's family recently told me that I think it may have gotten confirmed that he was getting ran by the CIA, or he was a CIA guy, something like that. I don't know. I was just asking you guys if you guys had heard about
Yeah,
it.
no idea.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't seen much about that at all.
Where was that on?
I just seen it on Twitter. I got on Twitter. What was it? I think it was yesterday, and I seen just like the first couple posts were that the JFK files were released, and I'm not really gonna read into it through the comments just because I don't know what's all true. I just asked my friend about it, and that's what he said was that multiple shooters were involved, and then my girlfriend's family just told me about him being ran by the CIA. So I don't really know. I don't know much about it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
I think it might have been just a bunch of stuff that people had already kind of figured or like had been thought, and the stuff may have just confirmed it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bunch of stuff that we already knew got confirmed, I guess, maybe.
I think the mic's having a hard time picking you up, Hef. I think you're going to have to move it a little bit. the other way, like face you a little bit. Nope, other way. There you go.
Okay,
Like
my
that's
bad, my
perfect. No, you're good. Not a big deal. Do you see those semis? They flipped over. I saw one this morning. It was literally fully flipped over on the side of the highway. Forklift was trying to pick it up.
On 24? Highway.
I don't know which one it was. Nope, it was not 24 though.
It wasn't?
Nope, or 99. I don't know which one it was. It was the one up by Marysville.
Oh, probably from the wind.
Yeah, it was 60 mile an hour
crazy.
gusts.
Yeah,
That's pretty insane.
Yeah, talking about the Oklahoma.
Yeah,
stuff.
so I just took a trip to Colorado recently, and so we're coming from college down to Oklahoma, and like the wind and like the dust was so bad that like it was causing fires and stuff, and people were having to evacuate cities like the town of Stillwater. I guess that they had to evacuate, and my friends that live in Oklahoma, they knew people that had their houses burned down and stuff like that, and
It's crazy.
it was bad. I can show you guys a video here soon, but even after that, like there was like traffic was real bad. They were having to close down roads and stuff, and I don't know if the winds had like carried over to like just all across the Midwest where it's flat. But when we were on the way back from Colorado, there was like semis flipped over. Like there was probably a semi flipped over every 2 miles over the course
That's
of like
crazy.
Wow. Did
Yeah,
you guys
20
hear about
miles maybe.
the pile up like in western Kansas? There was like 70 cars involved.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
there was
Yeah.
pileups all
Yeah.
over in Oklahoma.
It was bad.
I heard
about
there was a
that.
bunch of cars involved.
Let me show you this video, Coop.
It did.
Right, this one right here.
Holy shit.
Yeah, just keep watching.
Oh my god, you can't see anything.
They're like the Dust Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, nice vehicle he's driving though.
Yeah, Mustang. You seen that?
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, you showed me.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah,
Wonder how
they-
those fires got started though. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, the
Yeah.
wind.
I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
wind's crazy.
Mhm.
But I mean, it makes you think though. Wonder what was the sole spark that caused it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. Who could know?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I mean, there's tons of causes, that could happen.
Surely they weren't burning.
You wouldn't think.
No way.
That'd be so. That'd be
Yeah.
so
No
unintelligent.
way.
You got when you're burning, you gotta check the weather, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
can't.
gotta just use your head.
So it had to have been dry outside because, like, I remember kind of before it got bad, we were driving over, like, rivers, and the rivers seemed super, super low.
Yeah.
Like, I asked my friend Cole about it, and he said that they were even low. So
Yeah.
surely they weren't burning. I don't know.
No.
That's pretty crazy, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm kind of thinking about it right now. I'm thinking most likely it's got to be a tree falling on a transformer, a power line falling from the wind.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It has to be something. It's got to be something along those lines.
Was it
man.
snowing down there?
Mm-mm.
Did it snow down here?
Well, like,
It flurried.
It was
talking
pretty
about
bad.
yesterday?
Yeah, are you talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the day that it happened, it was like 80-something degrees.
Yeah,
The wind was
yeah.
blowing really bad.
Oh yeah, this was before.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
windy.
It was 80 degrees and then it was 0. That was
Yeah.
pretty insane.
Mm-hmm.
I was up in Marysville and I went out to, I don't know what we were doing. I went outside to go to my car and I turned like towards north where the wind was blowing from.
Mhm.
It like hurt.
Yeah.
There was like, it was like hail, like little hail.
Mhm.
Pellet my face.
Yeah, yesterday I got up at like 7:30 in the morning and walked outside, and it was fairly nice. I think it was like
When? Yesterday?
yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, that's right. Yesterday morning,
Mm-hmm.
and at I guess it was like 8 o'clock. Or something like 8 o'clock. I think it was like 49 degrees, 45 to 49 degrees. It was not that bad. There was like no wind hardly.
Oh yeah.
And I looked at my phone. And I said that was the high.
Yeah.
I said that was the high. At like anywhere from 7 to 8 in the morning. That's the high.
That is crazy.
Yeah, then that was my day off.
Wow.
I was pretty upset because
Yeah. I mean, I was supposed to go out in marketing.
no,
Hell no.
it got rough.
Dude, I'm not going door to door in that.
No,
No way.
hell, I wouldn't even want to answer my door in that. I mean,
Dude, when it was like negatives out and it was snowing and it was like the coldest day, it was like negative 25, I'd knock on people's doors and people would be like, "What the hell are you doing outside?" And I'm like, "I'm marketing." And they're like, "Get your ass in here."
That's probably good. That's probably a good way to do it right there.
No, there's some old people that were like, I'm like, how are you doing? And they're like, better. They were like, I was doing better. I'm like,
Before you came.
Yeah, it was like, Jesus, man.
Coop, let's hear about your.
Yeah,
so what are you doing this summer?
I am being a manager. That's pretty much it. General manager.
For what?
People that don't know, I got an internship. It's through College Works Painting. It's just, it's a nationally recognized internship. It goes about 15 different states now. We're pretty well known. We've been around for over 30 years. Somebody's getting a call.
Yeah, phone call.
Basically, I just go around, I market, get leads for people that need or want their house painted, and then I give them a free estimate. If they want it or not, boom. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And then I hire the painters, and then we send them down and train them, and then that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's a great opportunity. I'm a freshman in college, so it's like I can actually go out and get some real world experience with sales. I think it's pretty crazy how I can go out and I like some of these numbers are insane. Like, what do you think it costs to paint your house? Like lowest, and like we're like middle of the road price. We're fully insured, warranted, and all this stuff. Like, what do you think it costs for an average house?
On the low end?
Yeah, low end. Like for us, our lowest price.
$5,000 maybe.
That's a lot better than I thought. I did a bid for this house right here we're in, my dad's house. It's vinyl siding. We never get it done. It was just like practice for me. Lowest price was like $6,500. That's one coat of super paint, which like that would last from 5 to 6 years.
Right.
If you want the best of the best, you're looking at $11,000 right there. And guess what? Homeowners are just like, oh yeah, that's normal. Here you go. It's like they're just like, oh, I'm used to that. That's fine.
Right.
Like to me, 18-year-old, I'm like, what the fuck? Like how?
Right.
And I hand him this contract that's like, I think my first ever estimate, the lowest was like $10,000. So the highest was like probably almost $20,000.
Right.
And I just hand him a contract, and I'm supposed to show him that as an
Right.
18-year-old
As an
that
18-year-old.
has never had $10,000.
Right.
I'm like,
It's a lot of responsibility.
dude,
Learn
it's
a
crazy.
lot.
Dude, it's crazy. I'm actually like hands-on experience. I go in there and I do the estimates. I booked a $8,500 job like Monday, a couple days ago, 4 days ago. It's insane how much you learn though. I go out there, I went out with my DM, did 3 estimates. He did the first one completely with me. Like he did it for me pretty much. And then second one, I did the actual like getting the numbers, but he did all the rapport building and all the talking. We booked that one. We didn't book the first one because the lady was psycho emo chick. Third one, you guys don't know. She lives in Wamego. I did an estimate for her. Easily could have booked it. Like if I did it right now, I'd have booked it for $10,000. I go in there, fuck it up. It was horrible. It was awful. I just threw a bomb in there and it exploded. Like it was ass. I was going in there, never done an estimate before. I just watched him twice and that was it. I was shitting my pants. Just so how are you been?
Yeah.
But no.
Well, that's a lot. You're with big numbers there in money.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, bro.
You can't be scared of the numbers now.
Yeah.
Like if you're scared of the numbers, they're scared of the numbers. But no, now I've done probably 20 or so estimates. Now I'm all by myself. Like I don't have my DM there or anything. It's so much easier.
Is it?
Like once you get the reps in, it's so easy. It's not easy. You're obviously trying to convince these guys to book average job $6K.
Right.
That's insane. But if it's like a bigger house that needs some prep, you're looking at $15K minimum. Like even if this house was all wood, and you saw the front, it's not that big. Sides are small, back small. If it was scraping or like kind of like flaky everywhere, you're looking at $15,000 easy.
Jeez.
Take it from $6,000 to $15K. That's insane. It's all because it takes a lot of time to prep, and that's like what makes a paint job last. So
Right.
it's enough talking about my shit.
So we get into what do you do? What's your profession? You know, what's your thing?
Well, last summer, I've done really nothing but construction work since I've started working, like late middle school.
Yeah.
and that's what my major is construction management at school. But recently heard some bad things about it.
Really?
Yeah.
From who?
From
You don't have to say.
Well, no, I won't say names, but like, so the school that I go to, it's not like the major isn't through them. It's through a different college that's down the road. So I'd have to go, to that college. But from the guys that have taken these classes before, it's it's basically like how to run a hammer and a tape measure, basically.
Yeah.
What'd you compare it to? What'd you compare it to? Like high school wood shop? What do you compare it to?
Yeah, like high school. I was told that basically the class was like high school wood shop.
It's a college degree, 4 year.
This is a 4-year college degree, and I'm hearing that the class is with like high schoolers. And the guy that was telling me this, he word for word said, it's like a high school wood shop. That's what he said. And I came to find, I did some more digging about it, because I'm not taking these classes yet. I come to find out that it's basically a business degree that says you took some construction classes. And I was...
Very interesting.
I don't know if I was necessarily told, but I definitely was... I was believed that it was going to be like a big, a college degree, like a big deal, 4-year college degree. And recently, some guys that have been in the same major as me, they quit. They quit football, and they're gonna be going to K-State next year because they want the legit thing. They want the legit degree, and that puts me in a big pickle. So I got some thinking to do about that, definitely.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Make the mic, and you should put it on the other side.
You think so?
Just because it's like we're over here. Yeah. I think that, like, talk.
Hello, testing.
Perfect. Maybe put it a little down, like the actual thing.
Like this.
I'm muted right now, so. Perfect.
Okay.
Love it.
Good deal.
Perfect. What else is going on right now? Like, what's happening?
What's happening in the world?
Yeah, I'm not a big news world
Yeah, me
news
neither.
guy. Like, I don't hear anything about that.
I don't want to get like political, but we could talk about like, Elon Musk, what they're doing with
Dude, I have
with
no
Doge,
idea what's going on.
With the drones, you said?
with Doge.
You have no
I don't know
idea.
what that is.
Let's not touch on it then.
I have zero idea.
Yeah.
Well, explain us if you.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I want to explain because I don't really know much either. But as far as I'm concerned, so Trump appointed Elon Musk like the head of the United States like finance, like as far as I'm aware, like
Really?
he's
Yeah.
he's I don't know what the name is, but he's controlling the United States money, and he's doing a lot of things right now to try to save the government money. He's trying to save the government money so our tax dollars can go to a better cause. What thing? So I'm not gonna state like an opinion on what he's doing, but I know he's done a lot of things that have eliminated like a lot of money for stuff that he deemed unimportant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, for example, we were sending a lot of money, like millions of dollars to a foreign I don't remember the name, to a foreign country for condoms.
Oh, I know.
Appointed from
Wow.
the Biden administration appointed like
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no
That's
idea.
insane.
I'm not a big political news guy.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
not much
anything
either.
about it.
yeah.
Well, just my opinion is that Elon Musk is definitely a smart man. Definitely.
It's gotta be.
There's no doubt in that. But do you guys know he's not American?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
South
African.
Yeah.
Did you not know that?
Don't know how
I just found that out recently. And yeah. And I don't know. That's just kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you could say American education system, but I don't know anything about South Africa. I don't know.
All right.
What's down in South Africa? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
I don't
zero
know.
idea.
I need to get before I even form
Yeah.
all political opinion and everything for 95% of people is straight influence from their father or a family member.
100%.
Like, yeah, 90. It's probably more closer to 98. Actually, it probably is closer to 98.
Yeah.
Percent of people, they don't actually know, and they form an opinion based on what they're told.
I think that happens all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. Which I don't really care because I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a line where you got to figure out like when to care and when to like not care. It's the older we get, the more important it's going to be educated. On.
I mean,
on everything, both sides of the court.
We've got four more years anyways to worry about another election. I don't even care.
Did you guys vote this last one?
Yeah.
Did you?
I did.
Voted right here. I got it over here at the church. Yeah.
I wish I would have voted. Since I live 3 hours away, and I'm still in Pot County or whatever, how that works. I had to request a mail-in ballot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I never got it, or I think maybe I requested it too late, maybe, so I couldn't vote. I don't know. I wish I would have voted.
Yeah. I'm glad I put my address here, else I would have had to gone back to Wamego, and that would have just been annoying.
Right.
So glad I changed my address.
It was a cool experience. I voted at a pretty little church. In a little town of St. George, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Little town of St. George, and there was a line about 15, 20 people, and it was all ages, all freaking FSDs. Everybody was there.
How does that work? You just there's lines to like different ballots.
It depends. Some of them are.
Yeah. So I walked in. I walked in straight into a line, waited forever. Boom, boom, people were going, and then you wait at the doorway of a room, and that room had 6 stations.
Yeah.
Where and they have dividers.
That's what I was talking.
Like we had in school for COVID.
They already have them set there, and you just walk right up to them.
Yeah.
And then you fill it out. You just put your. I don't remember what the hell was on there. It was obviously your name and address and I think maybe social security, and then it's just. It surprised me. There was a lot of local elections. There's
a bunch.
10.
Yeah.
There's probably 10 local elections, and then I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I voted for my political party.
Yeah.
I've chosen.
That's what people.
Because I don't have a clue. But and then the very bottom, and there's the actual president election, and so that's the only one I knew. But that definitely that surprised me. That was a curveball.
Yeah.
When I
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. And I'm definitely not educated well enough to know the importance of a local elections.
Oh yeah,
and there is important. There's definitely some importance, but I don't really know how much.
That is strange being able to vote for the president at 18, like the election year landed when we were fresh out of high school.
I barely made it. I was 2 months.
Yeah. Wow.
That would have been weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And some people say this is if the election went the other way.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say some sort. I'm not gonna talk about sources, but people have said that if this election would have went the other way, and Kamala Harris would have been president, they would never go back to red. It would be blue from here on out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you're saying is that this was the most crucial election of our lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our lifetime for sure. I mean, we're young.
Yeah. Which
would have been interesting.
Yeah, definitely would have been interesting.
Living in the dorms was pretty interesting. There was a bunch of screaming, bunch of shit.
Was there really?
During the vote,
Oh yeah, people had their windows out and they were hanging out the windows pretty much, just screaming. Yeah.
I know that where I go to college, there was quite a few people that were upset.
Really?
Yeah. Shit is what it is. I mean,
pretty sure this was only blue county, right?
Riley County? No.
Riley County.
I thought Riley County was the only blue county in Kansas. No. Was it not?
There's Johnson County.
Riley County.
KC.
Yeah, there was one by Lawrence, whatever Lawrence is in.
Yeah, KU.
That one was
100%.
That one was blue.
That one was,
this one, and then the Johnson County ones was.
There's none in Wichita?
I don't think there was.
I don't think so, yeah. I think it was literally just the Lawrence area, Johnson County, and then Riley County.
I thought it was just Riley. I didn't know.
Every single county in Oklahoma was red.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that is crazy.
That's insane.
That's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Even the
Yeah.
Oklahoma City area, the Tulsa area, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Are you going to that basketball game? Is that you?
What's that?
Are you
Oh,
going
no. They wanted me to go. They LeBron James is playing in Oklahoma City in
Yeah.
April.
Is he hurt though?
He's supposed to be back. That's what's funny about it. I texted the guys the other day and I was like, he's hurt right now.
Yeah.
But he's supposed to be back. I wanted to go, but the tickets are pretty expensive, and I live 2 hours from the stadium.
Yeah.
So we talked about picking up a game this year, which would have been cool because Shea might win MVP. It'd been cool to see an MVP play. You know, there's still time to, but definitely in the future I'll go to a game, which will be awesome.
I'm not a big basketball guy.
Yeah, I don't get much into it. I like to follow college. I like sports, so I follow college. I like college sports a lot.
Yeah.
Follow college basketball a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but this year both KU and K State are,
Not in the bracket anymore.
yeah.
KU just lost
Yeah, okay, you just lost.
to Arkansas, so yeah.
I know. Yeah,
It was a
so,
good game.
I didn't watch it. I
I've
watched
seen
the
end of
finals
it.
and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it really sucks. KU sucked this year.
Yeah, they weren't too good.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, I mean K-State always sucks at basketball. So
You guys were really good a couple years ago, huh?
last year,
Marquise
Was
Noel,
that was last
and,
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
Keontae Johnson,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tomlin, or whatever his name was.
that tall guy.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all tall.
Is it like Daquan
Daquan Tomlin, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you guys think? First podcast. I think time just flew by.
I don't know.
You
what
guys know how
time
long
it
we've
is.
been going?
Dude, I don't know.
How long?
I don't have
I
my
think
phone.
close to an hour and a half.
What?
No.
No way.
It's 10:30. I mean, well, no.
No, you got here at like.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking we got here at 9. We got here.
No,
like
you got here at like
9.
9:30.
So
We
close
started
to-
at like 9:45.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean we can see on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty interesting.
Time is
Should
flying
we wrap
by,
it
It's a
though.
cool thing to do, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, this is our first
weekly
podcast.
episodes.
This is our
We'll-
first.
we'll
give it
try.
a shot.
We'll try.
Uncut, you know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna cut it on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna post. I'll try to cut it.
Yeah, I don't know. Eventually, we need to do some podcasts, like really hammer on sports one, you know.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
hammer on.
And for our TikTok, we'll let you guys decide what we're gonna do.
Mm.
Ooh,
Interesting.
interesting.
We're down to react to videos. You know.
We don't
Yep.
care. We'll do whatever.
Give full genuine.
Not getting
reactions.
freaky though.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever. We will do whatever the comments say. Sports. I don't. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Hunting, fishing.
Hunting, fishing, outdoors, whatever you want.
Yeah. Touch on current events. You know, we are young. We're not as educated. A lot of those
Oh yeah.
podcasts.
I'm not researking for the podcast.
We can give a different perspective. you
Yeah.
know. We
Yep.
can give an 18-year-old honest perspective.
Yeah, 18-year-old that goes to college.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
That is pretty much it.
That's all I bring to the table. Boom.
Right on.
Bingo.
That's the way to do it. Well, what do you guys think?
I think we should wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Well, I appreciate you gentlemen having me.
Oh yeah.
It was
of
nice.
course.
It was
Sure.
fun.
First
Hopefully this-
guest.
There's our first guest here, Aidan Hefley.
Hopefully I'll be back for more.
Hopefully
Loved
he
it.
can be back, man.
That would be great to have 4 people here.
Yeah.
We kind of got a name down, you know, LCD something.
So talks.
The LCD show.
The LCD
It-
show, something along those
LCD
lines.
show is pretty good. I like LCD show.
And then explaining what LCD means is LC. So my name is Logan Curtis.
My
So
name's
my initials there. And
my name's Cooper Dow. So we just combined the C's.
Mm.
LCD.
pretty slick, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is
pretty
pretty
cool.
slick.
Rhymes with LSD.
That's high tech.
Keeping it 3 letters, man. That's 3.
Oh yeah,
That's how. That's how we do it.
nice, simple. People could say it easy.
LCD.
LCD. You
Hell
watched the LCD last week?
You watched the LCD?
Nobody's gonna be saying that. Who's gonna be saying that?
Dude, that's perfect. It's definitely
Joe Rogan, this is going out to you. Watch it, please.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Imagine
That'd be awesome.
We watch videos reacting to us. He's like, I like what they're saying, man. They're
Man,
young
those
guys."
18-year-olds. Jay!
Good show, yeah. Sean
Are
Ryan.
these guys 18?
Theo Bond.
Wow, that was
Stephen
very
Miller.
ASMR on the mic.
Really?
Yeah.
These mics are high tech.
Yeah, there's a couple soundboards on here too. There's 4. I don't have any recorded, but we
Oh.
could do whatever we want. We could do like our intro or outro. Bang.
Ooh.
That's
Pretty nice. Pretty high tech.
Are we doing? We're live. Is that
Oh, every time. That you made it iconic.
okay.
Perfect.
I'm
We're
down.
doing that every time. Who's our next guest? We should nominate him now.
Ooh.
That should be something we do.
I don't know. What do you think?
I have no idea.
Whoever is free on
On
a
a
night we're free.
yeah, night we're free. We definitely need to get our dads on here.
That'd be funny.
That'd-
Well, hopefully you can get like kind of cut and posted like that.
Oh yeah,
Watch
I'm
this.
gonna try, but I'm super busy, so we'll
Mm.
see. And I'm not that much of a tech guy like that. I'm not like an edit tech guy.
Yeah.
I'm like I could build you a PC.
Ooh.
I could do all that stuff tech guy.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's wrap it up. I think it was sweet. We're out. What is that?
I don't know what to say.
Oh.